Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki, known here as the One-Handed Bandit, and I am using that Benefit Pore Professional on my forehead, and now I am going in with my Colourpop brow pencil in the shade Black and Brown, and I'm just using that to carve out my brows. So for concealer, I'm using my MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NC42 just to carve out the brows, and I also connect my brows in the middle just to make sure that they're even. And I'm just using a color corrector on my forehead just to cover up that dark spot, and I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape in Deep. So as a base for my eyeshadow, I'm using that same MAC Pro Longwear concealer on my lids and just blending that out with my fingers. And for my palette today, I'm using my Born to Run palette, and I'm going in with this first shade called Weekender just to set that concealer. And for my first transition, I'm using the first shade called Still Shot, which is a pink shade. The next one I'm going in with is the shade Baja. And this one is more of an orange tone shade. And next I'm going back in with that shade Still Shot just to blend it out. And in my crease, I'm going to use this chocolate brown shade, which is called Punk. And I'm just adding that into my crease and also blending it in just a little bit as well. And now I'm just carving out my lid with that same MAC Pro Longwear concealer in NC42. And I'm just doing a half cut crease. I'm going back in with that shade Punk just to blend it out. And for my lid shade, I'm using this pretty purple shade, which is called Wild Heart, and just adding that on the lid. And now I'm going back in with that shade Punk. And for my liner, I'm using the Morphe Gel Eyeliner in the shade Jet. And I am out of focus, but I had to get really close to my mirror because these days I just can't see. I just have to get super duper close. And now I'm just applying my lashes, and these are the More lashes in the shade Party Girl. I'm sorry, in the style Party Girl, not shade. And I'm using my Cover FX blurring primer. And I'm using a new foundation today, and this is the Nars Sheer Glow foundation. And this foundation is really good for those of us with dry skin. And I do like the shade on my skin tone. I think it was a pretty good match because I do have light and dark tones on my face. And now I'm going in with the MAC 24-hour concealer, the new one that they just came out with. And this is an NC45, and this is the wand. I wish the wand was just a little bit wider, but I do love that concealer. And the person at the MAC counter did tell me that I would have to go in with each eye one at a time. And I had some extra Pro Longwear concealer on the back of my hand, and I just added that as well for a little bit more of brightness. And as always, going in with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And I did go in a little heavy with my setting powder today. I don't know what I was thinking today, but I went in very, very heavy. And I didn't show the clip, but I did use my Colourpop setting powder in medium deep. And for finishing powder, I'm using my Black Radiance finishing powder in milk chocolate. And I'm also using that Black Radiance powder to contour my nose. And for blush, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush. And this is in Very Adore. It's a trio, and I'm just using that middle shade. And also setting my face again with the MAC Studio Fix Pressed Powder in NC43. And now going back into the Urban Decay palette, and I'm using that shade Baja. And I'm just adding that to my lower lash line. And now going back in with that shade Still Shot just to blend out Baja. And for highlighter, I'm using my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in number 100. And just adding that to all the places that I highlighted. And also setting with my Mario Badescu setting spray. It was almost done, so that's why I have the white residue. But I also go in with my MAC Fix Plus. For lips, I'm using my Urban Decay Alkaline Liner. And I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton. And for gloss, I'm using my Colourpop X Ellarie gloss in the shade Steelo. And that is it for today's look. I do appreciate you all for watching. I hope that you come back and continue to watch my other videos. And I will see you in the next video.